Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the 30th day of July. Holy cow, we're almost done with the month. I cannot believe how fast this month has gone. International Day of Friendship, National Cheesecake Day. Whoa, pump the brakes there, kiddo.
Yum.
Are we having cheesecake today or what?
No. I'm
National
sorry.
Father-in-Law Day today, which the cool thing is, I'm talking to my father-in-law today. National Support Public Education Day, National Whistleblower Day, National Paper Book Day, Share a Hug Day, World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, World Snorkeling Day today as well. All of those things. And like I said, I'll be talking to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
We do that every Tuesday. And some Tuesdays are better than others, I'll admit. But even a bad Tuesday
Is a good Tuesdays with Charlie.
is better than a good Thursday. I'm just saying. It's just, So I'm always excited to visit with him. We'll have him, I believe, in the studio again. Although he always says he's never coming back.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, he'll be here. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A survey found that 20% of people do not know how to change a light bulb.
What?
Yeah. The same number are not sure how to boil an egg. Yeah. 2022 study by a British insurance company. They asked 2,000 people in England about their habits and their roles at home, in addition to doubtfulness about being able to change a light bulb. The survey found that nearly a third of participants could not cook any meal at all.
Oh, my gosh.
A third. 37% said they could change a tire. So only 37% said they could change a tire. This scares me because that is really concerning. And here's the thing that I think we need to do as parents. We need to make sure our children are, when we raise them, don't raise children, raise young people. So when they grow up, they can do these things.
Wow.
Changing a light bulb. So now I got to feel like we need to call our kids and say, hey, do you know how to
I cannot
do you know how to
believe
change a light
the
bulb?
light bulb thing. That's pretty
20%.
simple.
Yeah, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signings, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetromaniaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that some Maryland residents are taxed for the rain? They say
What?
nothing is certain but death and taxes. Well, depending on where you live, you might even be taxed when it rains. Rain taxes are inescapable and tied together with the rain tax. It was passed by the state legislature and signed into law in 2012. 9 counties, including the city of Baltimore, pay an annual fee that the Center for Watershed Protection describes as a user fee charged for the property owners for the services of managing the polluted runoff coming from their property.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. We don't know everything, but now, calm down, Heidi. But now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com. Johnny Depp is reported to have rented a house with an art studio in order to throw himself into his passion for painting. Spent the last several years honing his art skills, now has rented a townhouse in London's West End, decked out with a space just to paint and do his thing. So, what do you think?
Well, good for him. Everybody needs a hobby.
Yeah. Bridgerton, since we're in England here, Bridgerton's Simone Ashley and Game of Thrones star Emilia Clarke have teamed up for a new Christmas movie. The duo, along with 300 star Gerard Butler, have signed on for The Night Before Christmas in Wonderland. It's an animated adaptation of the best-selling book whose story is a crossover between 'Twas the Night Before Christmas and Alice in Wonderland.
That's going to do well.
No release date has been announced at this time. So that's kind of cool. I think that'd be neat. I'm
gonna
a big
do
fan
well.
of Christmas movies, though.
I know you are.
I really do like them. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference, even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on RadioSavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at RadioSavings.com. That's RadioSavings.com. Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. It isn't going to come across as earth-shaking news to anybody, but it is certainly good news. Researchers say that humor is a very important skill in parenting. Pennsylvania State College.
In everything, I think.
300 people involved in the study, their experiences being raised with or without humor. In a report published in the Journal of PLOS, they say it revealed that those who were raised by adults who used humor, were found to have a more positive view of their parents or caregivers, more likely to say they had a good relationship with them, and they're more likely to say they did a good job and feel that they are likely to use that same parenting technique. Dr. Benjamin Levi says that humor serves several important functions, including diffusing sour moods, creating bonds with children, stress relief, and promoting language and literacy skills, and it can be beneficial to the parent as well.
We definitely raised our kids with humor.
I think so.
A lot of humor.
Yeah, we certainly did. We played around and had a lot of fun, and I think our kids are hilarious because of it, by the way.
They are.
And the future of healthcare could be as simple as going to your doctor for a checkup and giving a single drop of blood. German researchers have developed a new method that can detect multiple health conditions from one tiny little drop of blood plasma. How cool is that? It absorbs light, applies medical advanced machine learning algorithms, and the researchers are able to detect various health conditions with impressive accuracy. They say this could revolutionize healthcare, making early detection and diagnosis of a bunch of different conditions far more accessible, efficient, and less invasive, with the potential to save countless lives and reduce healthcare costs. So there you go. Some cool stuff happening there. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
And it's time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And he's here. Charlie, how you doing?
In the flesh.
Yeah. You got some good stuff. You got a whole bunch of stuff in front of you there today, so we might have to do 15 minutes of nonstop Charlie.
Oh.
Or we'll just get through what we get through. What do you have? Where are we going to start?
Where do you want to start?
On the front and the top.
Hey, you're in the music business, right?
Okay, not really, but yeah. Sure. I love that you always think that.
Rumor has it, anyway. You know the Beach Boys?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Dennis Wilson?
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Do you know he's the only member of the Beach Boys who could actually surf?
Oh, really?
Oh.
But he died by drowning.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a sad ending there.
The old board got him.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's too bad.
Well, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time.
It was a long time.
I'm over it.
Okay. Jeez. Thank you, Charlie.
Now, there's not a lot of Beach Boy fans left, so
There are.
Hey, did you know you would get a larger dose of radiation from eating a bag of potato chips every day than you would if you lived next to a nuclear power plant?
Really?
Really?
Potato chips?
What on earth is in potato chips?
Radiation. I don't know.
One more thing I'm going to try to avoid now.
Yeah, I've seen you eat chips.
I said I'm going to try to avoid them.
Hey, then back in the day, remember the Stardust Casino?
Oh, yeah, in Vegas.
It
Yeah.
used to be my favorite place.
It's gone now.
Oh, it's been gone for 20 years.
Yeah.
Or more than that even. But 22 years ago, a Stardust employee walked out of the hotel with $500,000 and was never seen again.
Oh,
my
my gosh.
Wow.
I wonder, how do they do that?
I don't know.
Hey, in WW2,
Yeah, World
Yeah.
War II?
British soldiers got a radiation of 3 sheets of toilet paper a day.
A ration, you mean?
Yep. And that was
3
British soldiers.
sheets.
3 sheets. American soldiers got 22.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I think I'd lose my accent and go through 22. Kentucky currently have 4.9 million barrels of bourbon that are aging,
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
and that exceeds the state's own population by a lot. So you got more booze than you do people that live there.
I like bourbon.
That's kind of cool.
Well, whiskey's whiskey, isn't it?
No,
yeah,
there's
it's different. There's a
Yeah, it's
difference.
different.
Bourbon and whiskey are different.
Yeah, I believe you, because that's some of that stuff you've got at that house. Ooh. That's terrible.
He's not a fan.
Yeah.
Ooh, hey, I'm down to one last thing here.
Oh, what do you
Okay.
got?
And speaking about booze,
Yeah.
Notice
You
how that
speak
just
about
works
booze
right
a
in.
lot.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
It's,
if
Often.
people in the top 10%, people in the top 10% for alcohol consumption were to reduce their total consumption to that of the next lowest 10%, alcohol sales would drop by 60% in the U.S.
Whoa.
I'm going to say train B. Wait, what was it again? I felt like that was a math question.
If the top drinkers were going to drink 10% less, alcohol
Yeah.
sales would plummet 60%.
Holy cow.
See, somebody pays attention.
I
when
know.
talk.
I was being... But it sounded like one of those, if a train leaves town A going this fast, another one on it.
You were over there scratching your butt. wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fact.
That is a crazy fact. So what they're saying is, Charlie, if you gave up drinking, we'd have some people in trouble.
People would lose jobs. It's really, it's a public service,
propping up
really,
the
more than
economy on his
anything.
own, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
We could probably get that average up to 67, probably 75%.
Well, are you ready for a question from me, Charlie?
I've been waiting.
All right. The Heinz 57, the little 57 on a Heinz ketchup bottle.
Yes.
What does that number represent?
The number of times they tried to make it 57 sauce.
No.
Close.
It says the 57 on Heinz ketchup bottles represents the varieties of pickles the company once had.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. When they came up with that, they already had more than 57. So we almost had Heinz 63 sauce, but Henry Heinz didn't like the 63. He's like, it's just weird. Let's go with 57.
Okay.
Like he kept thinking that, like for whatever reason, that number was in his. He was like having dreams about it and everything. He picked a
Okay.
good number. It's a good number.
Alrighty. It works.
What do you think, Charlie? Is that a good number? What number would you have picked, Charlie?
28.
Yeah. He always picks 28.
69.
She always does that. All right. Well, Charlie, thanks for stopping in. It's always a pleasure.
I may leave right now.
I got a feeling you will.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Charlie has Parkinson's. Recently, Charlie started wearing a bracelet from VitaTech Healing.
I'm an avid golfer, and I was going to give it up this year. I just deteriorated that much. Now I'm back to golfing, enjoying it, having a good time. I just can't stress enough how good it is.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how VitaTech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Some scientists say that the higher your IQ, the more you dream. And the fascinating thing is Heidi dreams all the
I
time.
have such vivid
I hardly
dreams.
ever have dreams. So you can put that math together on your own. I think that means Heidi's smarter than me. I'm pretty sure that's what that means.
I didn't say it.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Some English words only exist in plural form, like glasses, binoculars, scissors, tongs, and pants.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you have a pair of pants even though there's just one. So
Okay,
it's kind of
yeah.
cool. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Ironically, the most commonly misused word in the English language is the word ironic. That is kind of
That's
ironic.
funny.
Is it ironic or am I saying it wrong? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The right rear tire on your car generally wears out before all of the other ones.
Why is that?
I think it's because people hit a curbs with it. Like they pull in, hit curbs, and they hit stuff with it. I'll bet that's why.
Okay.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Red is the first color a baby sees.
Probably from all the blood.
I hope not. I don't know what that means exactly. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signings, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetroManiaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 15% of men and women say this is the most romantic place to kiss somebody. Where is it?
Well, can we say it on the radio?
In front of a fireplace is the answer.
My mind went somewhere else.
I know. As soon as I said that, I looked at the look on your face and I know, what did I do? What have I done? Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Charlie has Parkinson's. He started wearing a bracelet from Vitatech Healing, and he's noticed a difference, even while sleeping.
Once I got in bed, I couldn't roll over. I couldn't move. I was just whatever position I was in, just a chore to get out of bed. And now everything is so much better.
Click on radiosavings.com to hear more of Charlie's story and find out how Vitatech Healing is helping others with ADHD, fibromyalgia, autism, and more. Plus, find radio-only savings by clicking the link at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com. Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. The people down under love their coffee so much that Doritos Australia has introduced a coffee flavor to their famous lineup of Doritos.
Ew.
Doritos coffee.
Ew.
Supposedly created to help Australians get over the 3 p.m. slump. Apparently, that's the time of day that,
Yuck.
people need to get over a slump of some kind. 300 bags of limited edition Dorito coffee chips will be given away to fans. An online reviewer who managed to get their hands on a bag came away quite impressed, actually. So,
really?
Would you want that?
No.
It doesn't.
Not even a little.
I'll say that
nasty.
I'm stuttering and sputtering over here. I am a fan of Doritos.
I'm not.
I am a fan of coffee. I cannot imagine Doritos coffee. I just can't imagine those two things together. I just don't think. I don't think that fits, but could just be me. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Continuing on with the story we started yesterday, strange sports that were once part of the Summer Olympics. And the 2024 Paris Olympics just recently opened, and apparently they're on NBC. And it's happening now, I believe. I don't know. How long do the Olympics last, Heidi?
I have no idea. I've never paid any attention to the Olympics other than when Tanya Harding and
that was
I
wasn't
watched
even the
pretty
Olympics.
closely.
That was leading up to. So, fencing with sticks, a one-time event in 1904, single stick, was similar to fencing, but instead of an actual sword, it was a wooden round stick 34 inches long.
Okay.
Plunge for distance. In 1904, an event saw competitors dive into a pool and try not to move at all until 1 minute was up or until they naturally floated to the surface.
Okay.
And solo synchronized swimming between 1984 and 1992.
Solo synchronized.
How do you synchronize if you're doing it
synchronized
solo?
to the music, maybe?
I don't know. They only did it a little while, and then they're like, yeah, this is not working. That's the list. I've got all of those and the ones from yesterday in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis by allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com. Our quote today is from Oprah Winfrey. I wanted to make sure I shared this one on a Tuesday because Heidi's dad cannot say the name Oprah Winfrey.
It's hilarious.
He says Oprah Winfrey. Yeah. And this is like the second or third quote we've had from her in the last month. So I think because your dad can't say it, people keep sending me quotes from Oprah. If you can survive 11 days in cramped quarters with a friend and come out laughing, your friendship is the real deal. I agree completely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We went on a trip for a week with some friends, and afterwards we haven't talked to them
for
months.
We're no longer friends.
No, we still chat once in a while. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Take a listen to this headline from Amarillo, Texas. Texas family, quick thinking with a warm tortilla, saves a baby bird.
Oh.
A Texas family saved a baby bird that they found on the ground by wrapping the bird in a warm tortilla until help arrived. The story began when a family spotted a small bird while barbecuing. They were, swimming and playing in the backyard, and they noticed the bird was all alone and cold, and they sprang into action. The mother, thinking quickly, asked for a tortilla to be warmed on the grill to provide heat for the tiny creature. They gently wrapped the bird in the warm tortilla, ensuring that it stayed cozy until the assistants showed up from Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation. A rehabber arrived at the scene, was greeted by the family holding a baby Mississippi kite, still wrapped snugly in the tortilla. The innovative method worked, keeping the hatchling warm and safe until help could arrive. The baby bird is now at the Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, where it can be cared for over the next several weeks. The center will be providing insects and frozen mice for the young bird as it grows. And the bird, again, looks pretty cozy. There's a photo here of the bird cozy up in a little warm tortilla.
That's adorable.
I wonder if anybody nearby saw them wrapping this bird in a tortilla.
I thought they were going to eat it at the barbecue.
I'm like, I'm really glad I didn't go to their barbecue.
Did they just grill that bird?
Yeah. On second thought, we don't want to come over for dinner. All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.